What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, here with a special, I guess, late-night edition of TSR Sports Talk. Guys, be sure to visit my website, donovansharpe.com, or go to patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe for all of my content. Of course, you can also download the Donovan Sharpe mobile app on donovansharpe.com. All right, so just got done working out, and I'm getting ready to get in the shower, and my phone buzzes at me. And across my phone, it tells me that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have hired 2 female assistant coaches. So according to ESPN, the story posted, not even 20 minutes ago, it says, quote, the Buccaneers, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are head coached by Bruce Arians, very good head coach, have hired Lori Locust and Maral Javadifar, the first full-time female coaches in franchise history, making Tampa Bay the first NFL team with 2 female coaches on staff. Continues, Locust is an assistant defensive line coach, and Javadifar, I hope I'm not pronouncing that correctly, is an assistant strength and conditioning coach, the team announced. Quote, I know how hard it can be, says Bruce Arians, to get that first opportunity to coach at the highest level of professional football. Buccaneers coach Bruce Arians said in a statement released by the team. He continued, sometimes all you need is the right organization to offer up the opportunity. The Glazer family and our general manager Jason Licht, were extremely supportive of my decision, and I know that Maral and Lori will be great additions to my coaching staff. Goes on to say Locust joins the Buccaneers after working as a defensive line coach for the Birmingham Iron of Alliance of American Football during the league's inaugural season this spring. In 2018, Locust served as a defensive... I'm not going to read all of this. Looks like Locust served as a defensive coaching intern for the Baltimore Ravens. She also worked as a defensive line linebackers coach for the Lehigh Valley Seahawks of the National Arena League. Javadifar has most recently worked as a physical therapist at Avant Physical Therapy in Seattle after completing her sports physical therapy, blah, 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 blah. Logos. Yeah, so of course they're doing the whole, trying to put all of their qualifications up front so that we're going to be okay with this. Guys, this is maybe I'm being hyperbolic here. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. Let me pull up the chat here because I know you guys are going absolutely. Give me a second here. Actually, I've got the chat right here. I'll just respond to them. Got my iPad on. This is just sort of impromptu here. So the Buccaneers have hired 2 female assistant coaches. Guys, this is it. This is the beginning of the end. This is the Trojan horse that females have been looking for. They've already sort of gotten an in with the NFL with all of the hashtag #MeToo, hashtag listen and believe, with all of the false sexual harassment claims, all of the false rape accusations, all of the false domestic violence accusations, and this and that. As if females have not gotten, and this is what feminism does. The more you give them, the more they want. And as if that's not enough, now we have females coaching men. Now, a lot of you might think, well, what's the problem with that? Well, there are a few problems with this. Number one, sexual harassment, right? What's the over-under on days or weeks or months before we get a sexual harassment accusation against one of these 2 females? And, oh, by the way, the quarterback for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers is one Jameis Winston, who had the incident with the Uber driver, number 1, and while he was at Florida State, he was falsely accused of rape by Erica Kinsman. And a lot of people, mostly females, think that he was guilty of raping Erica Kinsman, even though District Attorney of Tallahassee, Willie Meggs, decided not to press charges. Guilty till proven innocent. So now you've got 2 female assistant coaches on an NFL football team with a quarterback who has had multiple incidents. The Uber incident has been accused of rape, and a lot of people think he's guilty. How long do you think before Jameis Winston is accused of sexual harassment or saying something, quote-unquote, out of pocket? That's the first problem, right? The second problem here is that women cannot lead men. They are incapable. They can't do it. Women can't even lead themselves, much less men. Guys, listen, there are men who can't lead men. And if there are men out here who can't lead men, then females cannot lead men. It cannot be done. And people will say, well, females lead men at work. Yeah, only because of the title, right? Like, listen, female bosses and female supervisors they're abject disasters. They're dumpster fires. They're tire fires. Females can't lead men. It just doesn't work that way. There are biological differences. I'm not going to get all into that, but I think it's obvious. Not only that, we have a female strength and conditioning coach. So you're going to have a woman, you're going to have a female telling you, one more set, get pumped, da-da-da-da-da-da. She's a physical therapist and has a degree in sports medicine or whatever the case may be. So now she's qualified to be a strength and conditioning coach for a professional football team. The biggest, baddest sport in America. Of course, we got one woman who served as a defensive coaching intern for the Baltimore Ravens, then worked as a defensive line and linebackers coach and co-special teams coordinator for the Lehigh Valley Steelhawks of the National Arena League. I've never even heard of those. I've never even heard of that. Women can't lead men, guys. That's just how this is. They're trying to force this down our throats. But never mind that. That's not even the fact that women can't lead men. That's not even the biggest concern here. Now let's take it one step further. Now we're going to have false rape accusations, right? The more female coaches we get in these male sports, the more of these incidents we are going to have. Jameis Winston touched my ass. Blake Bortles looked at me funny. Tom Brady said something to me out of the way. Carson Wentz looked at me a certain kind of way. Right? Aaron Donald grazed my ass. Guys, if you don't think that this is going to be a real problem in the NFL within the next, I would say within the next 3 to 5 years, and you guys got to understand, the NFL, that's a copycat league. If one team does it, everybody does it. You guys all remember the Wildcat? What was it, back in 07, 08? The Miami Dolphins put Ronnie Brown and Cadillac Williams in the backfield, getting direct snaps and things of that nature. Right? I'm on the air. I'll be there in a minute. Thank you. Anyway, everybody then tried the Wildcat. And the Wildcat worked for, I don't know, maybe a season and a half. But the point is the NFL is a copycat league. Well, if Bruce Arians is a well-respected head coach. He's probably one of the best coaches nobody knows about. He came in when Chuck Pagano had cancer and led a very disheveled Indianapolis Colts team to the playoffs. He ended up winning NFL Coach of the Year as an interim head coach. Then, of course, he went to the Arizona Cardinals, resigned. And he's a Philly guy. He coached at Temple for a little while. But Bruce Arians, again, he is a respected coach in the game. And if guys like him are endorsing female head coaches, then guess what, guys? Other teams are sure to follow. This isn't good. False rape accusations, and guess what? You know what the standard of proof is? Innocent until proven guilty. All a female has to say is player X raped me. And that's it. Listen, you guys see what happens when there's no evidence. A woman can just pick up the phone. Yeah, player X hit me. He did this, blah, 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 blah. Guess what? He's taken off the field immediately. He's suspended for a standard 6 game. He's prosecuted by the NFL. And these are females that aren't even in the building. Now we have females that are going to be in the building. What do you think is going to happen? Never mind that women can't lead men. Never mind that at all. Like, that's not even, I'm not even concerned about that. What I'm concerned about is this quasi Trojan horse, guys. That's what this is, guys. This is a Trojan horse. Females have figured it out. They've tried to take down the NFL with the Ray Rice thing, false rape accusations, listen and believe, etc., etc. And if that wasn't enough, now we got females in the building. Holy shit, man. Can you imagine? Can you imagine how scary it must be for any given player to be working with females, just given the climate of the sexual marketplace in the NFL? If you say, if you put a toe out of line around a woman, dude, she has all the power in the world, man. All the power in the world. This is unbelievable. I can't believe this is happening. I cannot believe this is happening. And guess what, guys? Coaches, players, owners are going to be at everyone's mercy. Robert Kraft Robert Kraft right now is being accused of soliciting prostitution. So let's say they hire a female. And don't get it twisted, women know the score. Jameis Winston, he was accused of rape back in 2013 when he was with Florida State. Robert Kraft was prosecuted for soliciting prostitution, right? Player X, domestic violence charge. Player Y, false, rape accusation. Guys with records are going to be targets by these females. Listen, they can say whatever they want. No, they're there to work. Guys, listen, man. These women aren't there to work. They're not there to work, man. Dude, they know they're not going to make a difference. These women are just looking to make a name for themselves. And oh, by the way, let's say that one of them doesn't cut the mustard. Let's say they have to let someone go. Let's say they have to fire Marianne, whatever her last name is. Marianne, look, we got to let you go. Right? Listen, women don't handle rejection well, even if it's being fired. Women are the most vindictive creatures around. So if Doug Peterson of the Philadelphia Eagles fires Teresa Smith, what's to say she can't say, well, Doug Peterson came on to me. Oh, really? How did he come on to you? Well, he told me that if I wanted to keep my job, then I'd have to sleep with him. Then guess what? Now Doug Peterson's fired. He's getting drunk. All it takes is the word of woman, and you can effectively take down an entire football season, right? Let's say the Denver Broncos are 13-3, head into the playoffs, #1 seed. Female head coach accuses whoever their head coach. I don't even know who whoever their head coach is, Gary Kubiak or I don't even know who it is. My mind is not with me right now. All they got to do is make one accusation right before the playoffs. Boom. What happens if they're going to the Super Bowl? Right? Female assistant head coach accuses Bill Belichick of sexual harassment. What then? Guys, this is the beginning of the end of the NFL. This is it. That's it, man. Jason Whitlock said that there's going to be a female head coach in the NFL in 20 years. Guys, if we continue this rate, the NFL ain't going to be, there's not going to be an NFL to watch. There's not going to be an NFL to watch. Because we have effectively allowed females to infiltrate. We've already let females infiltrate the NFL enough with all their policies. I think there's a female in charge of something with domestic violence. Like, there's all sorts of females in leadership positions. Now we're letting them in the building. We're letting them in locker rooms. We're letting them in film rooms. They're going to be on planes together. Holy. This is it, guys. This is the beginning of the end of the NFL. If somebody doesn't get a hold of this soon, it's over, man. It is over. And once again, when you let females into male spaces, they only destroy them. That's just all there is to it. Chase Money's in the house. Javon Smiley says, go Bucks, but not in this case. Fat Larry, Albert Charlo. Yeah, I got the gavel. Yep. D. Weeze asks, how can you take a female football coach seriously? You can't. You can't take a female football coach seriously. It just doesn't work that way. How can a chick be a defensive line coach? Right, exactly. What the fuck does she know? Even if a female really knew her shit about playing defensive line, men do not listen. Men can say whatever they want. Players are going to lie. They're going to be lockstep. Well, listen, doesn't matter the gender. If she knows her stuff, we're going to respect her. Those dudes ain't respecting her. Are you kidding me? So Sally's going to walk up on Aaron Donald and say, no, Aaron, you're doing it wrong. You need to do it like this. Aaron Donald's going to look at this woman and be like, woman, I am 3 times your size. I've had 20 sacks in the last 3 seasons. In the last 3 seasons, I'm making $95 million guaranteed. Get the fuck out of here. Are you kidding me with that? Chris Clayton says when Bruce Arians hired a woman in Arizona, their next season was a bomb, but not blame her, but what a coincidence. Yeah, he hired a, and I forgot what her name was, but yeah, Bruce Arians has hired females before. Greg Popovich has Becky Hammons on his coaching staff. Greg Popovich of the San Antonio Spurs. Jack Bone says NFL football is done. Yeah, man. Absolutely. Red Pill Mama says, I'm just surprised that the Browns didn't do it first. No, the Browns are actually trying to win. Bishop X says, I am okay with women in basketball or baseball, but football and hockey are too barbaric. Negative. I don't want females coaching men. Females should never be coaching men. Listen, there's the WNBA. They've got female football leagues. Go do that. But the reason why females talk all the time about, oh, men ain't shit, this and that, really, that's why you guys are trying to do what we do. No. I don't want females in basketball. I don't want females coaching males. I don't want females coaching. I don't want any of that stuff. Charles Merchant says, these women always crying harassment and rape, yet barge their way into male spaces. Right. Nigel Diggs, haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. Says, this is going to end badly. Yes, it is, my friend. This is going to end badly. Make no mistake, gentlemen. Make no mistake. This is going to end badly. Coco Bear MMA says there is no male space that is safe. Absolutely. Darkman Jeff says, as a Carolina Panthers fan, I love this. Let them chicks keep the Bucs in the NFC South. Yeah, well, right. Why couldn't the Cowboys hire? You want to know what? Listen, the Cowboys ain't never hired a female head coach. You want to know why? Because Jerry Jones is a fucking G. Listen, say what you will about Jerry Jones. He ain't hiring bitches. He is not hiring women. Fuck that. He'll hire them to answer the phone. That's about it. Charles Merchant says, notice these women never worked their way up. No. What? Dude, you were an intern for the Baltimore Ravens. Now you work for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Get the fuck out of here, man. You worked in some obscure football league and now you're with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Dude, hashtag Me Too is going to be all over this, guys. Mark my words, man. Dude, there are going to be more females hired in the NFL, and I'm telling you, there's going to be a point where there's so many female coaches in the NFL, female assistant head coaches, you're just going to wait for the bomb to go off, man. Dude, it is inevitable. It's inevitable. Nick Beam says the NFL is gay anyways. This confirms it. You're getting timed out. You're getting blocked because that is an ignorant statement. That's stupid. The NFL isn't gay, you idiot. God. Always a fucking meathead in here making blanket statements. You probably don't even watch football. Get the fuck out of here, man. Jack Bone says, I need an on. Give me a second. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah, Jack Bone says, I need an on-air sign or light outside the studio. Yeah, unfortunately, Devin, like, she walked in here, she saw clearly that I was on the air, yet decided to stand there and look at me like, what are you doing? Like, what the fuck do you think I'm doing? Anyway, I'll deal with that when I get off of here. NYKia 31, here we go. Females in an environment with intense, hyper-competitive, high-testosterone men. What could possibly go wrong? Holy shit, man. Holy shit. Spin says, good game is going to equal Me Too. Hashtag Me Too. Yep. Smokehouse says, I agree. The value of the NFL Shield is falling. This is sad news. God almighty. Dark Dragon says it's going to be that Isaiah Thomas fiasco all over again. Yeah, Isaiah Thomas went through some shit when he was with the Knicks. Same deal. Red Pill Mamba says the Zeke Elliott suspension was a preview of what is to come. Dude, we still don't have any hard evidence that Zeke Elliott raped Tiffany Thompson. We still don't have that, but guess what? Zeke sat those 6 games, didn't he? There was insurmountable evidence that she lied about it. Text messages from her friend. Zeke was still suspended. Fat Larry says, hurt feelings are going to equal accusations. Right. He's not listening to me enough. He's not respecting me enough. Player X, you're suspended for 2 games because you're not respecting the female head coaches. Guys, this is it. This is it. Charles Caballero says, Jesus, the locker room, that is a guaranteed false rape accusation. Exactly. Oh, my God, dude. Right, Sharpe assist. Female reporters in the locker room are annoying enough. Oh, God. Good God, man. Mike Schinner, he says the Bucs are trying to get the first pick in the draft. Yeah, listen, if the Buccaneers are trying to tank for Tua, this would be a very good first move. Oh, I remember the Wildcats movie, V-Coast. Javon Smiley says, over-under on how long they get knocked up by a player. If they get knocked... Oh, dude, naughty. Oh, my God, dude. I even think about that. So... let's just say, this is a ticking time bomb. Javon Smiley just hit it on the head. I didn't even think about this. So you're gonna get these NFL assistant head coaches, right? They're not trying to fuck the backup kicker. They're not trying to fuck the practice squad guys. They're trying to fuck the receiver who just signed a 5-year, $70 million contract. They're trying to fuck the defensive end who just signed a 6-year, $135 million contract, 95 guaranteed. So let's say he knocks her up. Do you think she's want to be a coach anymore? Right? And if he decides to curb her, like, hey, let's go do something, Aaron Donald says, dude, I'm not fucking with you. Khalil Mack says, I'm not fucking with you. Guess what happens? Women don't handle rejection well, so you know what she's going to say? Khalil Mack attempted to rape me. He falsely, oh my God, guys, this is just. Swade Senator says that the Buccaneers are officially going to be the laughingstock of the NFL. No, they're not, because other teams are going to follow, man. Ay, ay, ay. Jesus fucking Christ. Well, you heard it here first, man. This is the beginning of the end of the NFL. More to come. More to come. Go to DonovanSharpe.com for all of my content or Patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you next time.